Hi. My last video was to respond to some questions in my inbox, one of which was whether or not there is conjunction in Ẹdo language. I did promise in that video that I was going to make a particular video just to address conjunction in Ẹdo language. So consider this as me fulfilling my promises. So this video is on conjunction in Ẹdo language. Welcome. My name is Ezomo Kakadu. You know, to make it easier for you, I always like to juxtapose English language and Ẹdo language. So first of all, let's see if you even remember what conjunction is in English language. So the word conjunction actually is derived from the root word conjunct, and that in turn means to bring together, to link, or to marry two different things or two different items. These items could be words, phrases, or even clauses. So for example, in English language, you could have the structure John and Mary. John and Mary. This actually is a phrase. So John and Mary. If you see in that phrase or that structure, we have two different items. Number one, John, and number two, Mary. So these two different items, John, Mary, are brought together or linked together by the word and. So that is to say, the word and is conjuncting or linking the two words, John and Mary. So that is to say, the word and is conjunction in English language. So in this case, the conjunction and is linking two different words together. Like I said, it can also link two different phrases. For instance, you say, the man with his son. The man with his son. So you also have two different items here. You have the man, you have his son. The man is a phrase because it contains more than one word, while his son is another phrase because it has more than one word without a finite verb. All right. So there is something that is linking these two different items, the man, his son, and that is the word with. So the word with is conjunction in English language. So last but not the least, example where conjunction or conjunctive words can link two different clauses. So it is possible to say, he did not come to the party because he was sick. He didn't come to the party because he was sick. So you have two different items here as well. You have the first one, he didn't come to the party, and you have he was sick. So he didn't come to the party, you will agree with me, is a clause as well as a sentence, a complete sentence. And then on the other hand, he was sick is also a clause as well as a complete sentence. So in this case, the word because is linking two different items, these two different sentences together. So the word because is a conjunctive word in English language. I should guess you have an idea now, or now you remember. So let's go into conjunction in Ẹdo language. In Ẹdo language, conjunction is nothing different from how you have it in English language. All right, it is the same definition. Remember, the definition is influenced by what it does, and that is linking two different items, bringing two different items together. All right, so remember, we also did say, and we gave example, that conjunction could link two different words, two different phrases, or even two different clauses. Let's also put this into test in Ẹdo language and see if it works. So you could have, for example, the phrase Imade kere agbonrari pakpa. Imade kere agbonrari pakpa. So we have two different items in this phrase, and that is Imade and we have agbonrari pakpa. These are two names of two different people. All right. But these items, Imade, Agbonrari Pakpa, are linked together by the word Keve. So the word Keve is a conjunction, or an example of conjunction. Is a conjunctive word linking two different words together. You could also have such example as Inyanovu deba akahanode. Inyanovu deba akahanode. So we have two different items here as well. We have Inyanovu, that is a phrase. Akahanode, another phrase. These are not clauses, they are not sentences. They don't make any meaning, all right? So the phrase Inyanovu, Akahanode are linked together by the word deba. So that means the word deba in Ẹdo language is a conjunctive word because it brings two different items together. Now let's also see how it can link two different clauses in Ẹdo language. Say, okay, imate tiere sokpa omare. Imate tiere sokpa omare. So we have two different clauses here. Imate tiere is a clause, that is a sentence. Omare is another clause or a sentence. So we now have a word bringing or linking two different clauses together, and that is sokpa. So it means that sokpa, the word sokpa, is a conjunctive word linking the two items imate tiere omare together. So you have imate tiere sokpa omare. Now let's look at few examples of conjunctive words in Ẹdo language and then put them to test in sentences. So you see the short list of the few conjunctive words that we'll be examining in this class, all right? So we're going to put them to test. We're going to examine them in sentences or ifieme. We call sentence ifieme in Ẹdo language. All right, so we're going to start with the first one, Keve. So you could have the sentence for Keve, you could have the sentence Aredo Keve omo dion bana inye ve oe. In natural speech, it will be Aredo Keve omo dion baninye voe. In translation, this will mean, or this will translate as Aredo and omo dion are gossiping outside. The next example would be ve. Edede mudia veragie. Edede mudia veragie. The old woman stood and was laughing. The old woman stood and was laughing. The next is ra. Ura nwamea ni yamu otenre. Ura nwamea ni yamu otenre. In natural speech, it will be Ura nwamea ni yamu otenre. Ura nwamea ni yamu otenre. In translation, that would be, will you drink water, or I should go and get oten. Oten is a kind of drink in my place that is made from very, very ripe plantain. It's a sweet drink though. So, will you drink water, or should I go and get oten? So the word ra in Ẹdo is a translation of the English or. Good. So the next one is sokpa. Sokpa. Iziengbe tek bagbe. Sokpa omama mi magiegwan. Iziengbe tek bagbe. Sokpa omama mi magiegwan. In translation, Iziengbe stood up, but the teacher did not allow her speak. Iziengbe stood up, but the teacher did not allow her speak. That is to say, sokpa translates as but in English language. Rumuda. Agbon saloma hwenye idubo rumuda iangui ve enode. Agbon saloma hwenye idubo rumuda iangui ve enode. In natural speech, Agbon saloma hwenye idubo rundian guive no de. All right. So this will translate in English as Agbonsalo did not respond to Edobo's greeting, or Agbonsalo did not answer Idubo because they quarreled yesterday. That is to say, the word Runda translates in English as because. Dege, and we have Tamame ye ege dege uga leleme yo. In natural speech, this would sound like Tamame yege dege uga leleme yo. So, this in English we translate as tell me in time if you will go with me. So that is to say, the word dege in Ẹdo language translates in English as if. If. Okpano. Ogbomate nwina. Okpano e setting ya kokigo. In natural speech, this will sound like Ogbomate nwina. Okpano e setting ya kokigo. Almost the same thing, all right? But in English, this should translate as Ogboma works. However, he cannot save money with it. Ogboma works. However, he cannot save money with it. So that is to say, the word Okpano translates in English as however. And of course, it is a conjunctive word. It is an example of conjunction. Adege Uwagiakpa Adege dokpolo ma emu egbe. Uwagiakpa Adege edokpolo ma emu egbe. This will translate in English as let us leave if edokpolo is not ready. Let us leave, or let us take our leave if edokpolo is not ready. So that is to say, Adege in Ẹdo language translates in English as if. Now, last but not the least, verio. Teko giawe alilima. Verio imayai ewe. Teko giawe alilima. Verio imayai ewe. This should translate in English as Eko giawe must go with us, or else we will all stay. Eko giawe must go with us, or come with us, or else we will all stay. So these are examples of conjunction, or the use of conjunction in Ẹdo language. This is to inform you or to remind you that our regular live program will resume next week, come Wednesday 20th of August. So it's going to be twice every week, Wednesday and Friday, every Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday is basically for Ẹdo language learning. Free Ẹdo language learning is totally free. All right. So come with your family. For those who want to learn Ẹdo language, come with your family, come with yourself too, to learn Ẹdo language for free. And then on Friday, we'll be doing what we call Ibota, where we play very interesting Ẹdo games, very interesting and challenging Ẹdo games. I hope to see you then. And probably before then, I hope to see you in another video.
Your